Hello friends, Arthur here, and this is part 2 for ZSL Desert and Dunes, and the track is Polar Desert. And quite interesting track at the beginning. See it second time in second ZSL in a row. Pretty fine. It's the things that you need to be very careful and land correctly. After that, nothing really hard until the checkpoint 3. Or the loop. Like, I found that you need to basically hit the brake to go ease inside the loop, and it gives me more time. Then you have ice, which big surprise in the desert, but well, what I know. And I would say this loop, this landing is the main thing on this track. After that, it's pretty easy and pretty doable track. So be careful when you do it. Deserts on dunes. Finally we have correct track that always was in my mind. And again, it's quite tricky. I didn't use photo mode, but I think that it's not like direct jump from like road to road. I found that you need to be like, at least I was trying to use some angle to go through this donut. For the second donut, it's not so critical hard, but the half pipe road with all this sand, that's where it's pretty easy to lose your traction and hit the barriers or like half of the road, so be very careful there. And after that, probably nothing really crazy, just really love the decoration of this track, love all this foodie stuff. So yeah, very beautiful track with several pretty tricky moments. Desert Run by Willy. Okay, so in my opinion, this track requires the balance of the speed, the balance of your steering during all these angles to not lose more speed than you need. If you will be steering less, you can hit all these cacti or rocks. And if you be very slow, potentially you won't be able to go on the uphill before checkpoint 5 and finish. So yeah, be mindful on the turns. Powered Pyramid by Modern X Studio. Not a standard start with not a standard track. Really interesting idea of all this ancient stuff. A slightly open world with you decide where to go, not in direction, but on the track there are several options what and how you can go and do. My personal way, at least that I think is the faster, is go like right, left after the pyramid. And yeah, as I said, at least for me it was the fastest way. Maybe other players will find the different roads that could be even faster, especially knowing that I'm not the really stable player on desert or sand. Badlands 2 by Sesson. And because of all this sand and different grip level, I found that for me the doing wall ride on the first turn is the fastest way. But the trick on this track isn't different. It's go out from the pipe at the end before checkpoint 4. It's where you need to be very precise, and if you do it very fast and precise, you can beat after time. But for me it was very hard to do it like more than 2 times during 7-minute session. Dakar Rally by Bobby. I really love like reference, really love all these jumps, decorations, all these tracks. It's all nice. Overall, I would say the track is not hard. There is like really one very tricky moment. It's not hard, but it's basically will define all your time on this track. It's U-turn, depending on amount of like braking power, how much time you will lose during this turn. It's like completely define your second part of the track and how fast you finish. Again, you can finish it anyway because it's like downhill, but it will be very, very slow. So yeah, finding this specific U-turn speed, ideal time, turn, and like speed is the crucial for this track. And Oasis To Remember by Coldwalt. Classical Coldwalt track, because this Zipki's track go uphill, not downhill by the gravity. For me, the trick where I spent several attempts, it's the wall right turn before checkpoint 4. I hit the rock several times, and then I found that I need to use arms up to checkpoint 4. It's just faster, go like slightly higher, it saves some pressure time. Then, not so obvious downhill pipe, because I believe it's slightly built different. You also can spend several attempts just to figuring out how to do it correctly. And probably that's it. If you have enough speed, you can easily land before checkpoint 7. Probably if you will have more speed and using arms up, you can even fly over, but I can't confirm it. I never have enough speed to overjump it. And the last checkpoint are just fun and cute. Sweet Desert by Rico. Sweet Desert? Okay, this track requires very precise turning, especially after checkpoint 1 uphill, and then I love this idea of like to be faster you need to be slower, and if you do it all correctly, it's give you so much speed at the end that you can even fly over or go on the like wall rides. But you need all this speed because at the end, or almost at the end, there is like a big uphill. Again, I don't know, or I believe that booster at the start of this uphill should give you enough speed to finish it, so it shouldn't be a problem. But the trick at the end, you need to be also very precise to go in the middle, because if you hit all these, I don't know, wood planks, it also can crush your cart. Mojaveshade by Mortishade. Well, track with a lot of jumps, a lot of transitions, a lot of transitioning jumps. And if you know how physics work in this game, I don't think it could be a problem, because at least like everything until checkpoint 2 are not like really hard. You're doing all it in like wood element. For me, after checkpoint 2, the downhill was pretty hard element, because I spent a lot of attempts hitting the sand in the wrong way and cart go like sideways or crashing, and I couldn't make it afterwards. So be careful there. After it, again, I would say it's not really hard element there. They're all really predictable and easy finishables. Pharaoh Prosperity. Okay, so the first like literally 10 seconds, as you can see, probably you can press one button like uphill. Again, I do it just to be safer, and you can go straight and do this track. I don't know, maybe Unity should slightly destroy your line and you can fall off, but I think it's pretty doable. Then after checkpoint 4, there's another jump, which again, if you're not looking on the sign, you can crash. Again, depending on your speed, I believe you can crash between these blocks, and it's also ruined your track, but it's like unlikely. Overall, I would say not really insanely hard track. I just don't like the long AFK. Okay guys, thanks for watching part 2 of Deserts and Dune ZSL track review. Hope you enjoy it, leave likes, and see you next time on the next video. Bye!